Yala Sangha, welcome to 14 days, 2 weeks in. Well done if you've managed every day. If you haven't and you're working your way slowly through this when you have time and when life allows, that's great too. It's really difficult to change behaviour. My previous life, before I taught yoga full time, was to work with alcoholism and drug addiction and people who were going through that. And quite often people would say, why can't they just stop? Why can't they just change their behaviour? They know it's bad for them. And I guess it's the same reason that the diet industry is worth billions of pounds, because changing behaviour is difficult, even when we know what to do. Okay, even when we know and we're aware that eating an apple or a banana is better than a donut. If you try clasping your hands at the moment, and you'll notice one thumb's at the top. Okay, open up your hands and slide the lower hand up one digit, and then clasp your hands again. Okay. Feel and notice the resistance to doing that. Okay, it's not your habit, and yoga talks about samskaras, which are our habits. This is why it's difficult. You want to go back to your habit, and this is only clasping your hands. Okay. Today, in terms of movement, we are going to revisit the warrior sequence. So I've been sitting kneeling. Maybe you join me in this. Don't worry if you didn't. You can do whatever you like. But let's see if you can stand up without using your hands too much. From a kneeling position, it's actually not too bad. And start with both feet hip width apart. Okay. Lift up your toes, spread them out, and inhale. Open up your thumbs. Open up your palms. Open up your heart. Open up your chest. Big inhale and exhale. Keep that openness, but let your arms relax by your sides. This is the kind of thing you can do anywhere, right? Just thinking about where I'm at in relationship to gravity can I make things a little bit more lighter. So let's do that one more time. You okay, Thompson? He's in a little weird cough. And relax. Okay. Step 1 foot slightly forward and 1 foot slightly back. And you want a stance where you are slightly bent through the front knee and your back heel is resting down. Oh, have you cough? There's that. That'll be better now. Come here. Are you alright? Come here. You okay? Okay. Have a wee seat. Okay. Have a wee seat. Go and lie down. It's maybe because you've been lying upside down. Okay, sorry. Let your palms come together. Soften through your front knee. And as you inhale, spread out through both arms. Exhale, let your hands connect. The foot that's behind you, the same hand from that side, we're taking all the way back. So this is a slightly varied version of Warrior 2. Bring it forward. And as you inhale, take the other side back. And exhale, let it come forward. On your next inhale, reach out through both arms. And exhale, let your hands come together. Go get some water. Inhale, lift your hands up, bend your front knee. And as you exhale, reach as far forward as you can, like we've been doing in the sun salutation. And frame your front foot, lift your back heel, place your knee on the floor. And let your hip rest on your back heel. Okay. See how that feels? To have your toe tucked underneath. We're trying to get this flexibility in our feet. You can let your heel go forward and backwards here of the other leg. Another nice thing to do here actually is to bring the heel closer in and lean against your thigh. Okay. So these are some of the variations that we'll work through this week. We'll do the warrior sequence each week with some new variations. And then let this foot rest. Bring both hands, flatten the floor, and let your back heel go down. So whatever foot's forward, bring your hand from that side onto your shin, and bring the other hand up off the floor. From there, inhale, we're turning and reaching all the way up. So we're doing this version of a triangle posture, and then exhale, coming down. Okay, try that once or twice more. And you'll slowly turn it and reaching up. And exhale down. Let's do it one last time. And then let your hand come down. Frame your front foot with both hands into pyramid posture. Bend your front knee. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way forward and up over your head. And as you exhale, gather both hands together. Inhale, spread out through both arms. Exhale, take your weight forward and let your back leg come up. Use a wall or whatever you need for your balance. Back leg high, chest high, arms high. Bring your back knee through. Give it a wee hug. And if you can, give it a wee touch of your nose to your knee. And come down. So we're challenging our balance in that way today. Roll through your shoulders. Shake through your legs. Let's see how the other side feels. So other foot forward. Okay. Other foot back. Soften through your front knee. Bring your palms together, relax through your shoulders, but lengthen up through your spine. Inhale, we're going wide. Exhale, we're gathering our hands together. Inhale, opening up the inside of our groin. Exhale, gathering together. Inhale to the other side. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, both arms go wide. Exhale, gather together. Inhale, reach up. This version of Warrior One. As you exhale all the way forward. Out in space, let your hands come down. Frame your front foot, lift your back heel. Let your knee come down. Your hip rest on your back heel. Okay, remember on the other side, we tried straightening that leg. We brought it in and we could lean against it. Especially if you're pushing down through the heel, the back of your lower leg. Don't worry about where you feel things, okay? Your body's different from mine. You might be feeling stuff all over all the time. Or I might be feeling stuff and you're not feeling it. It doesn't really matter. And from here, let's come up into pyramid posture and into Asana posture or triangle posture. So let your back heel go down. Relax over your front leg. Whatever front foot you're using, bring the hand from that side onto your shin or onto your foot or onto your ankle. Bring the other hand up off the floor and inhale, turn and reach up. Try and send your head forward too. And exhale, coming down. This knee can be soft. Don't think everything has to be straight all the time. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, slowly coming down. And one last time. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, slowly come down. Frame your foot again. Bend your front knee. Inhale, sweeping all the way forward and up. Exhale, gather your hands together. Inhale, spreading out wide. Exhale, drifting forward. Let your back leg come up. Okay. Chest high, arms high, leg high. Bring your back knee through. Reach for your knee. If you can. Touch your knee with your nose. If you can. And shake off. Keep a sense of humour, right? When we're kids and we learn how to balance, we just fall, we get back up. And then we've learned something, okay? As adults, we're like, don't fall, don't fall. That's not how life works, I'm afraid. Okay, let's try the other side, okay? Bring your palms together. Relax your shoulders. Soften through your front knee. Slow inhale out. Slow exhale. Slow inhale one way. And slowly coming forward. You can breathe at the rhythm that works for you. Both hands. Gather to the center. Warrior One. All the way forward and down. Lift up your back heel. Let your knee come down and your hip rest on your back heel. Okay. Good. And remember, you can even do a lunge from here. Okay, you can go into a lunge and come back. Okay, you can drop your knee out so it's externally rotating your hip. And then let both hands come down, your back heel go down. Adjust your feet if you need to, lean over that front leg into pyramid, and we'll take our pyramid into this version of triangle. Inhale, going up, and exhale, coming down. And again. And exhale. Make it about your whole body turning, not just about your shoulder. Okay, so your body turns and lifts. And then the arm reaches up. And then frame your front foot, bend your front knee. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, gather together. Give a smile on your face. Inhale, go wide. Exhale, drift forward. And let your back leg lift. Chest high, arms high. Float your knee through. Hold it. If you're feeling super okay, walk your hands down and hold your foot. Okay, and you can hold your foot with the opposite hand and lower your knee if you want to. These are all possibilities. And shake off. Get nice and loose. Okay, roll your shoulders. Let's try our final time on the other side. Finding, like if you've ever done martial arts, or actually if you watch boxers, the reason they stand like this is because it's super stable, okay? So stand in a really stable position. So not way out here, okay, like a fencer. And we're not one foot right behind the other, like sometimes you see people stand. We're here. We're more of a square, rectangular shape with our legs. Bend your front knee. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, gather together. Inhale, open. Exhale, gather. Inhale, open, the other side. Exhale, gather. Inhale, both hands. And exhale, gather. Inhale, reach up with both hands, bend your front knee. Exhale, reach all the way forward, out into space. Let your fingertips come towards the floor. Let your back heel, let your knee come down. Hips rest on your heel. Remember from here, lunge in position if you want to. Back here, letting your knee come in and out. If you want to. It's kind of like, what does my body need today? You know, like when Thompson is not sleeping, he opens and moves his body, like I've said before, the way that he feels is necessary. He's my yoga teacher, or one of them, okay? Let your hands go back, heel go back and down. Soften your front knee, bring your hand in. Inhale, we're slowly turning and reaching up. And exhale, gradually coming down. Trying to keep our hips relatively level, okay? So the rotation is coming from our torso. Good. One last time. And slowly down. Soften through your front knee. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, gather together. Inhale wide with both arms. Exhale, drift it forward. Let your back leg lift. Okay, higher, higher, higher. Chest high, arms high. Bring your knee through. Hold it. Okay, walk your hands down. Hold your foot if you can. These are, again, just hold your knee if that's enough. For most of us, it will be enough. And let your knee drop down. And your heel, if you are doing this, kind of rest towards your groin. And then release, shake everything off, both arms, both legs. See if you can take your feet a bit wider, just to finish our physical practice today, and sink your hips down into a squat. Okay. And push up. Okay, see if you can sink down. and come up. Sometimes for a lot of people, the feet going wider allows you to get more into a squat. Okay, last time, shake it off, and let's sit down without using our hands. Take your cushion, whatever you're using today to sit on. I'm sure you've seen a few of my variations by now. And let's focus on our breath. So take your time to really settle, because obviously when we've been moving, our heart rate's a little higher, our breath rate's a little higher. We want to take some time for that to slow down. Actually, Krishna Macharya, who's here, and my teachers who are here, said that actually our breath rate should be a little bit lower than it was than when we started. Even through the physical practice, and our heart rate should actually be coming down even through the physical practice. It's a level beyond me, I think, but the physical practice is to bring us to this state of calm in our mind, okay, so that our bodies are strong enough to address the issues of our mind. So now that you're seated, let your focus come to your breath. I'm going to give you an option that if it feels uncomfortable, I really encourage you not to do it, okay? But sometimes when we're following our breath, it becomes quite vague, okay? But one of the ways that we can tune into our breath a bit more is to possibly close one nostril. So take one thumb, bring it up, and close off one nostril. If you're feeling okay. If you feel suffocated in any way, please don't do this. It's a gradual process to get here, okay? And take one breath in and out through the opposite nostril, okay? And then take 2 breaths through both nostrils. And then try the other side, okay? And close off using your opposite thumb and take one breath in, one breath out, or one inhale, one exhale through the opposite nostril. And then 2 breaths in and out through both nostrils. Now you're welcome to do that again if that's helpful, to do one breath in and out, or one inhale, one exhale. Closing off a nostril at a time and taking some breaths in between, or not to do it, or after you've done it a second time, start to really notice your breath. Notice the difference between your right nostril and your left nostril. And that what happens is there's a nasal cycle during the day where one nostril is more dominant and then the other nostril becomes more dominant. Okay, we never usually notice these things unless they're pointed out to us. I definitely never noticed it until I started practicing yoga more intensely, and then I went on long meditations where the purpose of your practice was to follow that change from side to side. So take another couple of breaths. Really following and noticing your breath. Becoming what one teacher said to me once as a connoisseur of your breath. And then slowly, it's easy to get lost in your breath, and then maybe even lost in your thoughts too. Bring your fingertips together, bring the base of your palms together. Yala Sangha. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Notice your little habits and whether they're good or helpful, whether they're not so helpful. See you tomorrow. Be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else.